All right, check the feed. Are we in the game?
I see if
You
it
good?
the alert ain't popped up on my phone. And my phone.
Let me see. Yep, it's up.
You in there?
Con.
Okay. All right. All right. Shalom. All right.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, we're going to give our honor and glory and power to Yahweh
Yeah, I
by
was about Shem Yahweh Shah, about Shem Kwadash.
I want to say double honors to our elders, our great apostles, great millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, being great example to Israel. All right, man, the elect. We want to say peace and blessing to the hope of the elect on the four corner, pushing the truth in sincerity. All right, the great song. On the brother Ba, I got the beloved brothers, Bond, you're not Allah. All right, once again, midweek special. All right, through the spirit and power of you, how about Shema Shah? All right, who give us the inspiration and motivation to do so before the evil time to come. As we like to pull the spirit out of you, how about Shema Shah to those that have ears to hear and eyes to see. All right, to give them their protection, their hedge, the covering, which is a shield. All right, understanding the time that we're going to enter into. All right, this word is what's going to shield us and give us that motivation, give us that inspiration. All right, and give us that faith to continue to endure. All right, because what's going to happen? All right, the Babylon the Great is evil. And evil going to ill times, bad times, difficult times. And that's what's going to be on the face of the earth, man. All right, all chaos and hell finna break loose soon as these devils preparing, all right, to bring that collapse. All right. And you're gonna need Yahweh Shema Shah, man. All right. You're gonna need the Lord, you're gonna need the angels. That's why prayer is important. All right, and faith is the key to unlock those spiritual doors, man. To what? To protection. All right. So we're gonna get straight into it. Second Ezra 5, and Lord willing, y'all brothers and sisters be edified. While we lay the law down. You got it.
All right, this is second Idris chapter 5, starting at the top. Um, Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number.
Right. It said those tokens. Now the tokens go into prophecy. You can go to Second Ezra 6 and 20 real quick.
All right, second Idris chapter 6, verse 20. It says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away
Right, and
shall
we
be.
see that, Salakia, and we see the world starting to vanish away. All right, everything that you see, as far as the music,
Hmm.
that shit sucks.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The cars.
Yep.
You
The
were back in the
movies.
day, the 1970, what I'm saying, Cadillac or the 1960 Corvette. They were made of iron still. Now you got these cars today, they made out of fiber. Fiber, like you can burn a bumper car, the bitch already towed up. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So we started to see that these things starting to be corrupted. So basically, this world is beginning to vanish away, man. Everything is not like it used to be. All right, and this word is causing that. All right, this is the effect on the world by this word going forth. It's crumbling slowly for surely. You got to keep going on that.
All right. Verse 20 again, and when the world shall begin, Salakia, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, Then will I show these tokens.
Right, there you go. And the tokens are being shown because the tokens going to prophecy. All right. And guess what? It's being shown, all right, as we continue to get closer and closer to the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Go ahead.
Then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament,
There you go. Yep.
and they shall see all together.
Right. And they're going to see, meaning everyone. That's why this internet, like the Apostle Gabawa say, the internet do the heavy lifting. All right. Because all we got to do is go and press a button and everybody in the world can see.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Verse 21. And the children of a year old shall speak with their voices.
Oh, no, that's it, Salaka. Jump back to 2nd Esdras 5.
Okay. All right. This 2nd Esdras chapter 5. I'm going to start at the top again. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number.
Right. And that great number, those are going to be taken in a great number, speaking about the elect. All right. Because you got to remember, when you go into Zechariah 13:8, it said 2/3 going to be cut off and die. All right. But the 1/3 going to be left therein. All right. I mean, we're going to be taken up by the chariots, man. The Lord going to deliver us, all right, before the storm comes. Go ahead.
And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith.
Go ahead.
But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest.
So they let you know that it's going to become a time like grab Jeremiah 30:7. It said, but iniquity shall what? It shall what? Be increased.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, it's going to get to a level. All right. I mean, it's going to get bad, man. All right. It said, remember the scripture speaks about how the love of many shall wax cold.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We finna get to that point. You got it. You got it,
Con. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, starting in verse 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
So iniquity finna increase on the earth. Why? Because we finna come to a time like never before. All right. Revelation 12:12. We're gonna get that, but it's explaining how the so-called white man, which is the devil. Devil just means deceiver, false accuser, because he finna deceive the people. All right, to believe this great lie. All right, and guess what's gonna happen? Trouble gonna occur on the earth. All right, only how you're gonna be able to buy, sell, or do anything with transaction is you're gonna have to bow down to the beast system.
Yep.
All right. So with that, just along with that, all right, it's gonna bring chaos. All right, because people used to having money, people used to buying with cash. You know what I'm saying? People ain't got time to take out work to go do this and go do that. So it's gonna be a lot of chaos, a lot of hell finna break loose within these businesses. You know, and the people going towards these business to get what they need. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's gonna get I can't even put a name on it. You know, that's how bad it's gonna get out here, man. You can't even put a name on it. That's why it's saying in second Jeremiah 30:7, alas, for that day is great and none is like it. Go ahead,
It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Now, who is Jacob? Jacob, you Negroes, West Indian, Haitian, Dominicans, Guatemalan, Panama, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, all right, North American Indians, Cinnamon Indians, all right, Argentinian, all right, Colombian, Uruguay, and Issachar, man, you Mexicans. These are the 12 tribes. These are Jacob. And right now, we're in the land of Babylon and great, as in the prophecy in Jeremiah, it said that Judah and what Israel shall be oppressed together. And here it is. When you go into that press, right? The oppressed is called. I looked it up this morning, right? What it means to be oppressed, right? Check this out. I'm gonna let AI say it. You don't want to say it for me now? Because at first it said, and when I looked it up, okay, it says to be oppressed is to be subject to cruel or unjust authority, leading to the denial of opportunity, freedom, or resources, often through systematic or cruel impositions. You see that?
Mhm.
That's oppressed. You know, and that's the state that we are in. But it's gonna get even more hectic. All right, because they've been set up this beast system dealing with what? A digital system. All right, you gotta know, you know.
This is Jeremiah 30:7 finishing off. It says, "It is even the time of Jacob's trouble,
Right?
but he shall be saved out of it."
Right, and then he's speaking about the elect, which we understand that, you know, the elect is speaking about the 144,000 first and foremost, but also it's a remnant of 1/3, which is men, women, and children. They're gonna believe also. All right, they're gonna be saved also. All right, but the point is, it's gonna be like a time like never before. You got a bond.
I got
All
a
right.
quick precept.
Oh, go ahead, you know.
I just want to go to the next chapter over in Jeremiah 31 and verse 7. Because we're speaking about, you know, their remnant starting with 144,000, then the rest of their number multitude. So
Right,
this is Jeremiah 31 and verse 7. It says, "For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations. Publish ye, praise ye, and say, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, save thy people, the remnant of Israel."
there you go. Save thy people, the remnant of Israel, man, which is speaking about the elect. All right, because hard times, bad times, difficult times is coming, and guess what? You're gonna want to be in that number as being shielded and protected and defended by the devil, man. All right, because Jacob trouble, like I said, is gonna be a motherfucker, man.
That's right.
You got it, Bun.
All right. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 5, verse 2 again. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And the land that thou seest now to have root, shalt thou see wasted suddenly.
Right. See that it said it's gonna be wasted suddenly. All right, and that's speaking about what the thermonuclear missiles when that vision going to Joel the 3rd chapter. All right, because it was paced by Babylon the Great being a desolate wilderness after the missiles hit this place. You got it.
Verse 4. But if the Most High grant thee to live, thou shalt see after the 3rd trumpet that the sun shall suddenly shine again in the night, and the moon thrice in the day,
Right.
and blood shall drop out of wood, and the stone shall give his voice, and the
Right.
people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's speaking about something else, but go ahead to Revelation 12 and 12. And I got a video real quick.
Con. You want to play the video? Or you want me to start at Revelation 12 first?
Well, let me play this video real quick.
Con.
Now check this out.
And this is all accepted because a digital currency, and this is all accepted. This is not theory. Is programmable. They can program a digital currency to mean you can only spend it on certain things and you can't spend it on others not designated by the government. And it's programmable so it can only be spent in a certain area. So if you go outside of your zone, your money won't work.
Mm.
And not only that, it means that when you go past one of these number plate cameras when you quote shouldn't, you won't be able to challenge the fine because the fine will be taken out of your digital account the moment you transgress. This is what's happening. Now, these digital currencies are called central bank digital currencies, CBDCs.
Ooh.
Because
See that? You heard what he said?
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna cause major confusion first and foremost, but they're gonna cause major what? Chaos. You're gonna have uproars of the people even more. All right, dealing with this seat. It said central bank digital currency. All right, so he gonna have a time. All right, then guess what? All hell gonna break loose. The system gonna crash. In order to bring that new system up, this is gonna be the way. This is what they heading. This is what they lean to. That's why you hearing, they just killed the government. They just killed the a foreign government yesterday. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was in Kenya or Japan. One of them. All right, and what? Damn, man. I think it was Kenya. They just killed the government official. He was a government official. But I think it was Kenya or it was Japan when I was reading on it. All right. And like I say, they trying to get up in there. You know what I'm saying? To put forth that beast system.
Yeah.
Remember, like the scripture saying in Habakkuk 2, all right, he go where? He go throughout the whole earth.
Yeah.
All right. What did it Habakkuk 2 and 3? He need to keep it at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But you gotta know,
Con. This is Revelation.
Yeah, we're going to Revelation 12 and 12 because they're linking up, all right, with this great wrath, man. All right, this cashless society. It says what? Why they want a cashless society. So all hell gonna break loose in order for them to bring this cashless society, man. But you gotta know
This Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
right, because what woe
devil
means? Woe means destruction.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the Lord telling you destruction unto you. All right, go ahead.
It says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
There you go. And this the preparation of him coming down with that great wrath with the unrighteous decrees, the unrighteous laws, man. Because what they want a cashless society. All right. And the way how he gonna do it, he gonna do it through chaos. You got a term called, order out of chaos, but problem, reaction, what? Solution. Right? Problem, reaction, solution. And that's what they want. That's what they're banking off of.
Yeah. I got a precept.
Go ahead. And I'm gonna grab another video.
All right, this is Psalms chapter 36, verse 4. It says, he deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good.
Right.
He abhorreth not evil. Just backing up what you were saying, about order out of chaos, sitting in these these dark rooms, making plans, to do wickedness.
That's right. It's in his heart because the Most High Yahweh put it in his heart, meaning his mind.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because prophecy must be fulfilled. We just in the time, like the Most High Yahweh said, number how he numbered the time, measure how he measured the time. And that's why we got to keep our eyes, watching. That's why we got to continue to be circumspect. All right, because we're in a time now that prophecy is being fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? We can't just stop looking because anything can happen. So we got to always be occupied in prophecy, always be looking. All right, now check this video out right here. Now these devils, they telling the truth. All right, even though this is an AI video, but this is how these devils think, and this is what these devils doing on all levels, man, to supplant us, but also to keep us, all right, in the closed mind. Look this.
We don't need change anymore, and we use debt, distractions, and your own churches to keep you asleep. They think we report the news, But we write the script, fund the chaos, then sell you the solution. I make a fortune off the struggle, keep you broke, confused, and scared, while I stay untouchable. I'm the extortioner. They don't want you healed, they want you hooked. Every refill keeps this empire running. They never taught truth in these classrooms, just obedience. From the jump, they train your kids to serve their empire, not escape it. We don't sell food. We sell addiction. And your kids eat it up daily. Y'all don't come here for truth. You come here to feel good. And I get paid off that every single Sunday. They sign for fame, but we own the soul behind the sound. Every lyric sold is another chain tightened. Every arrest is a deposit. Every inmate's a number. And business is booming. This system was never broken, it was built to break us. But the sons of Jacob ain't staying silent no more. We waking up now.
You see?
Yeah, I think Jake made that.
Huh?
I said, I think Jake probably made that video, you know what I'm saying, thought it up, you know, of course. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we see how the system, it was built against us, but now we come to a time now that the Most High Yahweh is intervening. All right, prophecy's sake. You know, but we know that the devil is coming down with this great wrath, man. All right. What you got, Yana? Or you go one of your articles.
Oh, okay, Kun. I had this article too, just kind of touching back, on Jacob's trouble.
Go ahead.
You know, it's going into the famine.
Okay.
You know, that's coming to U.S. This is entitled U.S. Famine Warning System Comes Back, but Questions Loom. It says, for decades, the U.S. has led the charge in detecting and preventing famines. It says Washington created the world's first famine early warning system called FuseNet, but that system went offline to results of President Trump. And it says, man, this alert, man. It says, right here it says, and around the world, it's time for live aid, and it says, but celebrities weren't the only ones responding to the famine. The U.S. government did as well, with just showing you, you know what I'm saying, like how bad, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna get, you know, because they trying to embrace for things, and it was saying like how, you know, U.S. has always been on top, you know what I'm saying, to stop or prevent famines, but we see what as their kingdom is waxing worse. You see, as this world is crumbling. It says in Ezra's the world, as we see, begin to vanish away, his kingdom as we see it now.
Yeah. And then the Most High, remember that the Lord said that he gonna cause the storehouses to be empty.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? So that famine is going to happen. That's why. But the most important famine is what? The famine of the word.
Famine of the word.
You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures say it's the scriptures say you rather die by a gunshot wound than what? To die of hunger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So man, it's gonna be wild. But look, check this video out right here dealing with Elon Musk going into. Cause we just saw the video. I just played the video about the cashless society, right? Now, this video is going to go into how they're going to put everybody on a universal basic income. So y'all brothers and sisters that watching, look that up.
Yeah,
all right, universal basic income. All right, that's the plans going into the MOTB. All right. Now, this Elon Musk, it said Elon Musk predicted working would be optional within 10, 20 years due to AI and robots. All right. Now hear him out.
Robotics continue to advance, which they are advancing very rapidly. Like I said, working will be optional, and people will have any goods and services that they want. If you can think of it, you can have it, type of thing. But then at a certain point, AI will actually saturate on anything humans can think of. And then at that point, it becomes a situation where AI is doing things for AI and robotics are doing things for AI and robotics because they've run out of things to do to make the humans happy. You know, because there's a limit. You know, you say like, there's only people can only eat so much food, or you know, I think if you can think of it, you can have it. Will be the future. AI and robotics continue to advance, which they are advancing very.
See, these devils is planning some like nobody's called mischievous devices. You know what I'm saying? The plans of these devils, man, and how they finna, you know, bring these this charagma to life, man. Yeah, the brother put it up. This is Faithful 144, Hope Elect 7. It says universal basic income is a social welfare proposal where all citizens receive regular cash payment without any condition, such as work requirements. The goal is to provide financial security and help meet basic needs, promoting economic stability and reducing poverty. You see that? Mm-hmm. And how this going to happen? Through what? Through the charagma. Because remember, everything finna go digital. So only how you going to be able to come on that basic income if you take that what? That charagma. Mm-hmm. You go down to Egypt for help. And this is the plans of the devil. That's why I say in Revelation 12:12, the devil shall come down having great wrath because he got to set this thing in place before it's too late. You know, because China is already advanced dealing with AI. Russia. You know what I'm saying? You got all these countries that's already ahead of America with this technology. You know? And here it is. You got Elon Musk. All right? That's why he's going through certain countries trying to set up, you know what I'm saying, this system. All right? But we know when it hit Babylon the Great, it's over with, man. But you got to know, Yanara Bond.
I had a quick precept too, you know, saying just tying back in, you know, with that article just that they was in that famine, and you know, kind of tying back in too with it, you know, that digital system that he's trying to bring.
Okay, Con, yeah, and I got another video. Go ahead, because it's all tied to Jacob Trouble. See, all this ties to prophecy, linking up to what? Jacob Trouble. Because remember, Jacob Trouble gonna be like a time never before. So when you can't work, you know, you can't get your accessories, you know what I'm saying? You can't go and move as you please. What's going to happen? You know, people going to start to get mad, get angry. And who they going to take their anger and frustration out on? Each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he said, like, we going to create the problem, but we also going to what? We also got the solution. Mm-hmm. You know? That's why we can't be ignorant to Satan devices. We can't be bamboozled or hit across the head, all right, believing in this devil. You know what I'm saying? Because we know his words are smoother than butter. But we understand what's in his mind and to destroy us. All right? But you got to know, you know.
This is 2nd Ezra 6:22. Starting right here, because we quoted it. It says, and suddenly shall the sown place appear unsown.
Yeah.
The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Right. And they doing it on purpose. Because when you look up the recalls, they doing a recall. And they recalling everything. Meat, vegetables, fruits. You know what I'm saying? They recalling a lot of things that gonna put us in a famine. You know? They're not just recalling 100, you know, pack of meat or 100. No, it's thousands and thousands.
Yeah.
And we talk about when you got 55 states in America, and you taking back all that from that, what they're gonna bring in the future. All right, like you just said. the storehouse is gonna become empty.
Con.
Nah,
Yeah, because it's beautiful. If I may add,
go ahead.
yeah, like the scripture say, what the Lord He revealeth His secrets to His servants, the prophets, and what we have, what our forefathers, Joseph, one of Jacob's sons, right? He received that vision from the Lord to know what to do. You know what I'm saying? In case of those famine,
Yeah.
and that was to prepare and have the people, ultimately put in, what I'm saying, for those times. But we see what this devil right here, he got a system that's adverse to that. He wants you growing seedless things, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you won't get the fullness of it.
Hey.
His system is just corrupt.
Hey,
Destructive.
look,
Yeah,
that video
come.
going straight to what you're saying. Look, check this video out right here.
Come.
Why? Look, it's going exactly what you're saying. And he gonna mention it too.
Things that are genetically modified organisms, and we're injecting them in little kids' arms. We just shoot them right into the vein.
Another pandemic will come. We focused on preparation.
6% of global emissions are cows who burp and fart methane to an extreme degree. You can either fix the cows to stop them doing that, or you can make beef without the cow.
And Microsoft founder Bill Gates control the weather. Well, according to a patent application recently released to the public, Gates and several other co-inventors seem to think that they can, at least when it comes to hurricanes.
Which then has this effect of reducing population growth. That's this big benefit. And we're taking things that are genetically modified organisms, and we're injecting them in little kids' arms. We just shoot them right into the vein.
Another pandemic will come. We focused on preparation.
6% of global emissions are cows who burp and fart methane to an extreme degree. You can either fix the cows to stop them doing that, or you can make beef without the cow.
And Microsoft founder Bill Gates control the weather. Well, according to a patent application recently released to the public, Gates and several other co-inventors seem to think that they can, at least when it comes to hurricanes.
Which then has this effect of reducing population growth. That's this big benefit. And we're taking
You see that?
things that are...
How the fuck you gonna make beef without the cows? You see what we heading into, man?
Yep.
emissions are cows.
And Jake and Jake finna blindly fall into the trap. That's why it's urgent as the prophets to continue to prophesy, man, to warn the people of this danger. This danger right here.
The phone chimed on that.
Yeah. Now, what you got,
go ahead.
I would just say I'm gonna keep reading down to verse 25.
Go ahead.
Yeah, come verse 23 in 2nd Ezra chapter 6, and it says, "And the trump shall give a sound, which when every man hear it, they shall be suddenly afraid."
Yeah, and this the sound that us blowing the trumpet. You should be afraid. But when that white man, all right, as the Lord put the spirit on him to come down with that wrath, yeah, Jake gonna be afraid, man. All right, terror is gonna be on every side. You got it.
Yeah, and it says, "And at that time shall friends fight one another."
Exactly. Why?
One against another.
Why though? Why friends gonna fight against one another? For the lack of what? For the lack of bread, for the lack of water, for the lack of resources.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They can't get their cigarettes, they can't get no beer. You know what I'm saying? They can't do this, they can't do that, they can't go nowhere. So that frustration is gonna be there.
Yeah.
And that's why friends gonna fight against friends, family against family. It's gonna be a dog eat dog environment, man. You see, we coming to that time. It's called Jacob's trouble for a reason. You got it,
Come. And it says they shall fight one against another like enemies.
Yeah.
And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein.
Woo.
And it says the springs of the fountain shall stand still.
The who?
And then 3, it says, and the springs of the fountains shall stand still.
That's that word. This the word. Cause remember the what's called put it up too. Yashima, he put that up too. It's gonna be a famine in the land, not a famine of bread or hearing the word.
Amos.
Yeah, but you got it though, you know. Let's speak about this. Go ahead.
And it says, and the springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Yeah.
Because if I may add too,
go ahead.
It's also gonna be like literal too, like the rivers and springs of water. You know, it's gonna be a famine, so it ain't gonna be no way you could get like this water. You see, it's gonna be so drastic. The Lord gonna be showing, you know what I'm saying, his wrath, you know what I'm saying, throughout the earth. See, this water gonna be what it says, bitter or contaminated, you know what I'm saying, especially from the nuclear warheads that begin to hit this place. The Lord is about to show miraculous signs where it says the tokens, just like over there, the Red Sea drying up. These were signs letting you know that we're getting close to the end.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the bag come up, Bond, grab 2nd Ezra 6 and start at 9. I mean 2nd Ezra 15 and start at 9. The bag you know up.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 9. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Start at 8.
All right, come on. All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
Right.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Exactly. And that crying is going to prophesy, man. Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead.
And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Go ahead.
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
And that's why the days are being shortened for the elect's sake, because the Lord not going to suffer us to dwell in this Egypt. All right, go ahead.
Verse 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
Like was just speaking on. Mm-hmm. All right, because what was some of the plagues that the Lord smite Egypt with?
Frogs.
Yeah.
Blood in the water. Blood in the water.
There you go. Yeah.
Darkness. Darkness, locusts. Mm-hmm. Boils.
Cattle.
The cattle. Boils.
So guess what? He said he gonna smite Egypt with plagues as before.
Mm-hmm.
See that? Go ahead.
And will destroy all the land thereof.
Keep going.
Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it.
There you go. So that's letting you know that the Most High Yahweh is going to bring a terrible time on the earth. Yeah. Because when you're going back into Egypt in that time, that was a terrible time.
Yeah.
All right. And guess what he did? He delivered Israel out of the hand of Pharaoh, which we know this is the spiritual Egypt. And we understand that the modern day Pharaoh is the Edomites, man. And what he finna do? He finna come deliver us out of his hand. You got it on
So going back to 2nd Ezra 6, last verse I want to get is 25, right? Because it says, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee, that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation in the end of your world.
Now, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told, so only those that have urge to hear is going to escape. You see, all those that hearken to the counsel of the Lord, those are going to be the one that are going to escape and see the Lord's salvation.
So, right. They
You
said
got
back
it.
in Jeremiah 37 that he
Yeah.
should, that's that elect, their remnant, starting with 144,000. That's who gonna, you know what I'm saying, see the Lord's salvation when he began, you know what I'm saying, to destroy this place. And, you know, after bringing, you know, the as we say with the last major four prophecies,
That's
you
it.
know, hey, we'll see the Lord's salvation, Lord willing. We are the elect, and Esau,
Right.
Edom, kingdom or queendom destroyed.
Right. Now, Bun, you can get your article.
Con. This is I had two. I'm gonna get this one though. It's kind of, you know, a little heavy, just like the topic we just went into. Basically, in the U.S. Sun.com, it says shadow of war, Europe's destiny on the line after Putin says he's ready for World War III and strings Trump along with more stalled peace talks.
Yeah, that came to my
You know,
phone earlier too. That's beautiful.
yeah, you know, so but you know, basically it kind of goes into him, you know, basically like it says, you know, stalling peace talks and you know, let me just read it. It says Ukraine's closest allies have been told they must demand Vlad and his cronies are held accountable for stalling peace efforts after another failed set of talks in Moscow.
Yeah. Yeah, because you got to think about it. You got Trump and these tariffs, he taxing the people. And the nations are getting mad, so they're starting to look at Russia. Like you see this right here, this article. It said the real reason the United States is quietly panicking about BRICS. All right, because now they coming with their own currency. See, they ain't gonna need Babylon the Great anymore. That's why the devil gonna come with that charagma and try to entrap all. You see that? That's why it's written in Revelation 13 chapter. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor. He gonna try to trap everyone with that charagma. All right, and this is what we're gonna kick off, man. All right, you got it, now. Oh, let me read this. It says before we start, before we start, the official BRICS members. All right. There's a lot of nations too, man. You got Brazil, Russia, Egypt, Ethiopia, India, Iran, China, Europe. It's RSA. I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, okay. South Africa. What is Adosha? That's a lot. You hear me?
What's that?
I'm speaking about all the nations that's with the BRICS nations.
Right.
It said the quiet war has begun. Wars aren't always fought with bullets. Sometimes it's the currency in your pocket that undertake an attack. While the world watches headlines about AI, election, and celebrity scandal, the BRIC nation is plotting a currency revolution. The U.S. knows, but they can't admit how dangerous it really is. You see that? They ain't gonna come out and say it, but they know. All right, if all these nations go towards the BRIC nation, what it leave America? not the
On the
superpower
out.
anymore.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
see?
You know what I'm saying?
Because that's what made Babylon the golden cup. They had the power.
That's right.
You see that? Now the power is being stripped from them. You know?
Yeah. I got
Then it said,
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Then it says, for 80 years, the US dollar has been the world reserve currency. Almost 90% of the global trade flows through it. You see? That's how America became this golden cup. All right. It said oil, gold, wheat, everything priced in US dollars. This give America a superpower. See that?
Mm-hmm.
The superpower. The ability to print money in the world must use. Now it says the rising block. It says 2009, the BRICS South Africa joined in 2010. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. All right. It says, damn. Okay, it said the threat that keep U.S. officials awake is the BRICS summit in Johannesburg. It said leaders openly discuss detaching the dollar from global trade. See, they're trying to get away from that dollar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this is what's going to really cause the war. That's why it says in the beginning, it says wars ain't always fought with bullets. Sometimes it's the currency in your pocket that do the undertaking, the undertaking, you know? But yeah, you got it though, out.
All right, I had a precept. This is I'm gonna start in verse 23, Mark chapter 3, verse 23. Hold on.
Yeah, there's a beautiful precept too, Yashima, Isaiah 10:1. But you go ahead, Bon.
All right, this is Mark chapter 3, verse 23. It says, and he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand, you know, because they all been in cahoots with each other, you know. But now they, you know what I'm saying, they boxing the US out. They trying to box the US out. You know, that's a house divided against itself. In verse 25, it says, and if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand.
Woo.
Yep. One more. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. You know?
There you go. And this was going to mark his end. The division that the Most High is causing, putting in these other nations. You see that? And look, this is one more. It said the sanctions, rebellions. See? Because that's what Trump doing. He putting sanctions on these countries. The tariffs, he taxing their ass, right? So it said the sanction rebellions, it said when the U.S. sanctioned Russia in 2022, it froze 300 billion of Russian reserves. That sent a message. If you cross America, your money isn't safe. That's how the devil get down. Habakkuk 2. You know what I'm saying? So it says, if you cross America, your money isn't safe. BRICS countries saw it and decided to build a system America can't touch. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he got to rely on that technology, which is the Charagma. Because how else he going to keep the superpower? How else he going to keep, you know what I'm saying, the power in his hand? He going to have to implement that Charagma. You see that? Yeah. But when he do that, the Most High said, what? Suddenly he shall cast his wrath upon him, which is that the missiles. Who gonna shoot the missiles? The other nations. So that they line up with Revelation the 17th chapter.
I got it.
Go ahead. See, these nations are playing no motherfucking games. And look, before you get that, check this video out right here dealing with Venezuelans. Look, check this video out.
Invasion, which Donald Trump, the peace president, the no new wars president, the man who wanted to talk and negotiate on 8 or was it 12 different wars the man that was ready to talk to the little rocket man, Kim Jong-un, the man that was able to negotiate with the Ansar Allah armed forces in the Yemen, the man that was ready to talk to Iran is not ready to talk to President Nicolas Maduro. He says he is, but only to tell him that it would be better if he now left the country before President Trump was forced to kill him. Well, if I tell you that Venezuela may well have acquired a nuclear weapon in the course of these months that Donald Trump has been threatening it, you'd realize just how dangerous and how close the world would then be, if that turned out to be the case, would then be to a nuclear exchange in the Americas. Russia is a close ally of Venezuela. So is China. So is Iran. And so is the DPRK, North Korea. And it is reported by sources that the DPRK have provided President Maduro and the legitimate government of Venezuela with a nuclear weapon, which they may use in defense of their country if Donald Trump invades it. Now, I have no way of knowing the veracity of that story, but I do, of course, know that if they have such a weapon, Venezuela would be entirely legally entitled to use it. Donald Trump's pretext for invading a sovereign country, violating for weeks, if not months, the sovereign waters of that country, illegally declaring a no-fly zone over that country, telling all aircraft not to fly, beginning a series of terrorist attacks against the infrastructure of Venezuela, and openly from the Oval Office, threatening to invade Venezuela, gives Venezuela the absolute right of self-defense with any means necessary. Do people understand that?
You see? Going down. You know, before you get that precept, you know, Tazariah, he put up Jeremiah 51:7. It said, Babylon had become a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken through what? Through their philosophies, all right, and their democracies, right? It says the nations had drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. And that's what you're starting to see. All right, these nations are mad, they upset. And now what they finna do? They preparing for war. All right, they finna do away with this bitch, man. And this the Most High Yahweh. He finna say it in Revelation 17. This the Most High Yahweh, man. All right, this is will. You got it, you know.
Con. This Revelation 17, starting at verse 15. It says, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
Right, that's representing the sea. All right, the people. Go ahead.
And it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Oh, matter of fact, no, start up like start up. Cause it's gonna tell you
14.
Why?
Let me start at 14.
Let me see. Start at 12.
Okay, con.
Yeah, start at 12. It's gonna tell you why. Go ahead, start at 12.
All right, con. This Revelation 17 and 12, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
Right, so they join hands with America. You see? So that's why the nation's gonna become mad, because they join earth with America.
Mm-hmm.
All right? They ain't got their own kingdom, but they said what? They join with the beast for 1 hour. Go ahead.
These have one mind and shall give their power. These have one mind.
So what come to mind?
Come on. One order.
Psalms 83rd chapter.
Yeah. Come on. One order.
Psalms 83rd chapter. It said, these have one mind. See,
Mhm.
it shall give us power and strength to the beast.
Yeah. And make a total.
There you go. There you go. You see? Go ahead.
Yeah. And it says, these have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
Right?
These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
Go ahead.
Let verse 15, it says, and he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
It said the whore. We're talking about Babylon the Great. All right.
Mhm.
They're whore. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's beautiful about this chapter, they say it start to break down itself.
Exactly. It's breaking down itself. It's giving you why the nation's going to be mad. It's giving you why the nation going to shoot upon her. Because they gave Babylon all their substance. That's why China, you know, your clothes come from this country. Your clothes come from that country. Your phone, everything you have come from another country. Why? Because they have given everything to this beast.
Yeah.
And what this beast system is doing? Taxing their ass. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Because it says, in multitudes, nations, and tongues, verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
There you go. So the Most High Yahweh is mustering the battle. He causing the confusion. He making Satan go against Satan. Satan, the adversary. All right, but you got these Edomites, because Russians are Edomites. Americans are Edomites. NATO and the EU, they Edomites. But we got division among them. And that's what's going to cause war, because they divided. You see? The Most High is cold, man. Keep going, you know.
And it says in verse 17, Revelation 17, for the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
Now you can close we can cut it off now. Because that's all you need to hear. The Most High Yahweh put it in their mind, man, to fulfill his will. Man going the other Lord, how did a man understand his own way? How many precepts we can get on the Lord controlling? You know what I'm saying? Control all things. How many precepts we can get to cut free will?
Yeah, sure.
See? No. We just read it. The Most High Yahweh put it in their mind to do his will. Get Jeremiah, I think it's 29 and 24, 23. You know what John I'm talking about.
29.
Yeah, it gotta be Jeremiah 29, 23, 24. That'll be the last two jumps. I mean 30. It's like it. Jeremiah 30, 23, and 24.
All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 23. It says, behold, the whirlwind of the Lord goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked.
See, it's gonna what?
It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked.
And that's how you know that it's speaking about the thermonuclear missiles. Because when you go into Jeremiah 34, it said that those missiles shall rain upon Babylon. It said it shall come down upon Idumea and the people of my curse to judgment. Go ahead.
Verse 24. The fierce anger of the Lord shall not return.
Right.
Until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it.
There you go. See, the Most High going to perform the intents of his heart, meaning actions. And we know, according to Exodus 3 and 15, the Most High Yahweh is a man of war. Mm-hmm. All right? So, hey, he finna show up and show out with his power. And he gonna use what? He gonna use the other nation to do so. When in the midst of the other nation, you got your Howard Shai gonna crack the cloud with the angels.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a hell of a movie. We
Yeah.
finna come to some straight actions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the good part of a movie, ain't it?
Yep.
That's the best part of the movie. When you got number action.
Mm-hmm. The action scenes.
Yeah, you got it, back in 17.
Con. So this Revelation 17:17, for the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
Yeah.
And it says in verse 18, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth,
which is America. And we seeing now that these nations is getting away from the dollar. These nations is got their own system going. And their system is built on what? Technology too.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like they making their own currency. They got their own dollar, their own this and that. No, they going digital too. To let you know that the Nicaragua is at stake. You know what I'm saying? The technology is here. Ain't no going back. You know? You got another article, Bond? Because we can go and close out.
Yeah, but it kind of go into that same Jacob's trouble like I was gonna get, because Trump, he basically he said he was going he made a suggestion. Matter of fact, I'll just get it, but it's not it's just him talking, basically.
Okay, go ahead. And I'm gonna grab this precept from Yashima. This is Revelation 18:5. It said, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquity. All right, Revelation 18:6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works, man. All right, and Babylon the Great will be destroyed, but that double gonna happen in the kingdom of heaven when we put their ass in slavery, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's when we're gonna get that double reward. Yeah, you go ahead, Bond.
All right, this is NBC News on Yahoo.com. It says Trump administration threatens to withhold SNAP benefits from blue states over immigration data. And of course, we know that those blue states are, it's a high concentration of Israelites in them blue states.
Yeah, the Democrat.
Mm-hmm. Whether it be California, New York. I'm just trying to think of some blue states.
Yeah.
Yep. So up in the East Coast, and the West Coast. So, but yeah, that was all it was.
Okay, Con. Yeah, but we understand that famine gonna happen. That's why you go into like Yashima had put up too also Isaiah 10. It said, woe to them. Matter of fact, let me I'm coming up on it. Let me come up on it. This is Isaiah 10:1. It said, woe to them that that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed. And that's what Trump doing when you're speaking about, them food stamps. Because when you go into the curses, that'll show you that we are on the curses, and it'll show you that the one that's the head is the wicked. Because when you go into Deuteronomy 28, right, and what they did, Deuteronomy 28 and 42, it said we should go to him for the wants of all things.
Let me get it.
I think it's like 42, if I'm not mistaken.
28 and yeah. $44.
I grab it.
All right. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
For the wants of all things.
Oh, hold on. It might be in the seat. I thought they went into it. Somebody.
Yeah, I saw it's
Look it up.
oh, it's 48.
Oh yeah, 48.
Right, yeah, that's 48. Grab 48.
All right. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Because
Verse
that's why,
4.
and this is show you that that's how people rely on that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you had so many videos where it was more women than men talking shit about the food stamp, about government system, period. Because they doing away with the Section A. They doing away with the health care. See, all this gonna become a problem for Jake that's in the ghettos. You know what I'm talking about? The poor.
Right.
It's gonna become a conflict within, they lives. But go ahead, read 48.
And just to add, that'll line right up with getting the, you know what I'm saying, getting the MOTB put in your hand. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, because
You
how
know?
else you gonna be able to eat or buy your groceries or go shopping, period. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Right. And remember this video what I played, right? Remember the video I played? He said that we didn't need a physical chain anymore. Because he got a mental chain. You see that? But like the curse said, but a world of hunger, that meaning food, thirst for water, drink. And what you do with a food stamp card, you get food.
Yeah, food.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So he gonna do away with that government system, and only how you gonna be able to get that government system back is by what? That digital ID going to Karagma, because what? That basic, universal basic income. That's gonna be the food stamp. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be your paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And here it is. Elon Musk said that working gonna be optional. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna pay you $3,000 a month, so to speak. But you're gonna have the Karagma in your ass, and you're gonna be what? Under surveillance. You're gonna be tracked. If you don't, then what? You're gonna be X'd out, living on the grid, or you ain't gonna get put to death. You see? This is what this is the plans of the wicked. Revelation 13, 16, and 17. All right? And the consequences of your actions is in Revelation the 14th chapter, verse 9 and 10. You know what I'm saying? Because you take the Karagma, your ass gonna burn.
That's right.
You know? So yeah, that's it on that. Lord willing, y'all brothers and sisters edifying. The water too for y'all brothers and sisters on the comment board. All right, once again, we give all honor and glory and power to
Yahweh Bashem,
I want to say double honors to our elders and peace and blessings of the elect. Next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ball. And Barak Akim, man.
Hey, Barak Akim.
And may the Lord continue to bless y'all night.